Welcome to Becoming Shameless with Victoria and Diana. And in this video, we just want to dive a little deeper into shame. What does it look like, feel like? What are the symptoms? To give you a better understanding of what it's like. So for me, there's people pleasing. Some of the symptoms include people pleasing, not having boundaries. There's feeling like you're doing something wrong, you're not good enough, a perfectionism, attracting narcissists. That was one of my big ones, was attracting the narcissist. And then what it's like when you actually get to release it, which is feeling free. Like, to me, it's feeling free to be myself, feeling free to adventure out into the world, to discover new things, to try new things. I don't know how many times I'd try a business or say I was going to, start a business. And before it even really got started, I would stop. Why? Because I wasn't good enough. What did I know? It's not stable. It's not safe. All the wonderful things that I've learned, right? Relationships, being in narcissistic relationships where I was like the perfect buffet for a narcissist, right? Because I'd be people pleasing. And it's not that I don't enjoy giving, because I still do. It's the space that I was doing it from. Because even now, I still enjoy pleasing. It's just not now done from a place of fear of not having that approval or not having that validation or not being valued. It's sheer joy, sheer enjoyment of that giving, and without the expectation of anything specific in return, right? Which is the validation, the value. It's just simply giving. How about you, Victoria? I know you have some to share.
Well, I like to use analogies. So I'm a big fan of putting it in some kind of perspective in an action format. So I like to using the example of the bicycle. So if I was a kid and at that time my parents or my caregiver may have said to me, a bicycle's not for you. Bicycle doesn't work for you. A bicycle, you're too uncoordinated. You will never be able to ride a bicycle. You can't even balance yourself. You are not a bicycle person. It's not for you. I don't see bicycle in your future at all. It's not happening. So all of a sudden, I feel really small and insignificant and not valued and not worthy of riding a bicycle and not able to feel into riding a bicycle. So I kind of like let it go. But then I sit on the grass and I'm watching all the other kids riding bicycles and they're laughing and having fun and feeling free and excited and curious and playful. And I'm just pulling myself back. I've got myself grounded on the grass, not participating in life at all. I'm just an observer watching the kids go by on their bicycles. And then I come across a couple of people like myself and Diana who actually hold sacred safe space to allow for me to get comfortable with what is possible and how I can release those belief systems that were imprinted on my psyche by a variety of different people and experiences, and letting go of those strange ways of seeing riding a bicycle. Because if everybody else is riding a bicycle and I'm not riding a bicycle, how's that happening? So I start questioning things because I'm in a safe space to do that. And I get that support and that love and that care where I can feel curiosity blooming inside of me. And I'm being taught how the bicycle works and how I relate to the bicycle and how the bicycle relates to me and how I can pedal the bicycle at different speeds and I can distribute my weight depending on which way I want to go on the road. And then eventually I'm able to get on this bicycle and ride it and feel this playfulness and this connection to life and feeling like the masks are dropped away and I am now feeling full of engaged energy. So to me, the bicycle is my business, my relationship, my professional, my kids, everything that interacts with me on a day-to-day basis, keeping me small and tiny, now is blossoming into something big and beautiful. And it doesn't have the same hold on me anymore because I know now I can ride a bicycle and it's fun. So that's how I perceive washing or releasing or removing away the shame, the imprinting, the negativity that has kept me in a vortex that didn't allow me to live life fully, to now blossoming and fully engaged. So that's how I perceive it.
Yeah, and I love how it could be used in any way. So someone could be coming into this looking at their business, and then it's going to ripple effect into every area of their life. They could be coming into this thinking about their relationships. Again, as they peel back those layers, it starts to affect every aspect of life because it's all intertwined. And once you start to release all of that in that safe space, which is something that's very important to both of us, is keeping you in that safe space. It just shows up in every area of life, and the world becomes your oyster. You may decide to do something even totally different, and then adding the feminine in here as well. Diving into that, embracing being in that space. I know when I'm not in my balanced feminine, I get stressed. I feel more anxious. I'm less playful. I become more serious. Right? What are some ways it comes up for you?
I actually gear into what is known as masculine energy, which means it's more directive, penetrative, and action oriented because I'm trying to force an outcome and then I stress myself out and I create tension in my body. And then I don't show up in my natural state, in my balanced state, in my playful, loving way of interacting. So I'm actually holding myself back and putting up this big shield that doesn't allow anybody to penetrate through to really connect to the true me. And that is a very sad state, actually. Because then when I sit down and reflect on it, I'm like, wow, I feel so drained energetically. I'm feeling emotionally sad and feeling like I haven't really fully engaged. I've been wearing a mask. And so I want to release that. I want to let it go. I want to get into my playful state. I want to do my belly dancing. I want to do my tango. I want to get into all the different aspects of what makes me fun and playful and do my artwork and sing along with all the songs in my car at a loud volume and drive in the countryside and just take in what's going on in the summertime. And in the wintertime, just traveling around different areas of our beautiful countryside and just chilling and going with the flow. And I really love that. It allows me to think clearer, allows me to engage fuller, allows me to be more present. And I love cooking too. And cooking is just delectable because putting all the ingredients together and putting on the music while you're doing your cooking playlist and creating this beautiful plating and making it fun and colorful napkins and putting on the candlelight. And that's my jam. I want to be in that jam. It makes me feel good.
Yeah, and I find that you said it right there, presence is I feel more present. And when I'm not in my balanced feminine, I feel like I missed out. Like I missed out on a moment. I missed out on life. Like I'm not really living my life. And I get more in my head. I get more stuck. And yeah, the cooking and putting on the music, I love it. Dancing around, bopping around. I know I'm in my feminine when I'm bopping around. When I put music on and I'm bopping
Absolutely.
around. Okay. You start to enjoy life. So there's, releasing the shame that holds you back and diving into the balanced feminine, which helps you feel alive and enjoy and having fun. Right. And what we did at Becoming Shameless.love is created many ways for you to dive deep into becoming shameless and coming into your divine feminine. So check out the website, becomingshameless.love. Check out what we have to offer. There are different options. See what resonates with you. And we'll connect with you soon.